What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Dumb Ideas. Today we are doing the 1980s, continuing our series with the decades. Um, yep. So let's get into my dumb idea of the week. My dumb idea is probably most definitely um my research for this episode. I did that all within today, and today is the day that we are doing the research. And I had months to do that research, and I decided to wait till the day that I was presenting it. And so it's a little rough, it's a little choppy, but I hope you guys enjoy it. And let's just get on with the freaking 1980s.
Welcome back to Reddit Stories, where we decide who's right and who's not. But today we actually don't have a lot of who's right and who's not.
Oh, shoot.
It's more of just fun stories, nostalgic feeling for some of you old timers, and historic feeling for some of us young timers.
Historic.
Wow.
So, yeah, we have a bunch of stories from the 80s, but really, while looking for some stories, a lot of times people would ask, like, oh, do you guys have any fun stories from the 80s? And people will just respond with, like, a bunch of things that they had, like, oh, we had cassettes where we went to this store often or something like that, and not really, like, full-fledged stories. So we do have quite a few short stories, but we have a lot of them. So,
Okay.
we'll just get straight into it. So we have, this is a long one, so bear with me. Back in high school, it was not really that long at all. Back in high school, there was a drive-thru nearby. For those in places who don't have drive-thrus, it's literally a building that you can drive into your car and order. It sounds like they're just driving through the building and order whatever snacks, soft drinks, or alcohol you want, and they just hand it to you through your car window, and you drive away with your purchases. Back in the day, you could buy returnable soda bottles that needed a bottle opener to be open at this drive-thru. And we discovered that you could order a returnable Pepsi bottle and ask for it to be opened, and they would disappear for a moment into the walk-in freezer because the bottle opener was mounted on the wall in there. While they were out of sight in the freezer, the people in the passenger seat could literally reach the alcohol rack right outside the window and would steal a couple bottles of whiskey to go with the one open Pepsi that we would all share as a chaser. The creep at the gas station down the street would sell me and my friends, and I don't know what it says, Marlboros, and walk them out to us in my Camaro, even though we were clearly wearing high school jackets. I realize now through the lens of time that it was just a creepy old dude trying to make time with high school girlies.
Ew.
They were $1.10 a pack in 1987, and yes, I absolutely was the kind of girl who melted my black eyeliner with my lighter so it went on heavier. So we got a few mismatched things there at the end, but that's pretty wild. What do
Yeah.
you guys think?
Yeah, I think so. I guess we don't really have drive-throughs like that. We don't have like drive-throughs. We have restaurants with a drive-through.
Yeah, at
We
the
have
beginning,
Sonic.
whenever
Yeah.
like they were talking about explaining what a drive-through is, I was like, well, we still have those today.
We still have that.
But yeah, it's like I guess you could do more things with the drive-through
Yeah.
back in the day.
That seems like fun shenanigans with your friends.
So they like drove through with
And
A
ordered.
Coke bottle already.
No, they ordered one.
Yeah, they
and
ordered a
asked
new
it
one
to
and
be
asked-
opened.
And so they'd have
Oh.
to
So they
go
would
away and
go-
open it.
I see.
Yeah, which is kind of genius. You shouldn't do that, but
So up to some nefarious things.
Yeah.
things like that, like being a teenager and doing like crazy teenager things. I don't know if like it's so weird to me because teenagers just don't do stuff like that anymore, or if because I just was homeschooled, so I just don't.
Yeah, I think it.
I was never in that like crowd.
Well, I think it's like a mixture of both because
Mm.
like I feel like in the 80s there were less precautions,
Right. It was
and
easier.
because of them there are more precautions so that teenagers can't be rowdy and crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And also we weren't ever with the crowd that did that.
Right. That's so true.
Mhm.
I mean, that's good because that's like illegal and dangerous,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
like it sounds fun.
But there's always like teenagers are always gonna, if they want to do something, they're gonna find a way.
Oh yeah, always. You can never keep teenagers away from anything.
No.
They just do it.
Yeah. Sometimes I get really frustrated when people are like, well, back in our day, we actually went outside and like stuff like
Oh my
that. And I'm
gosh.
like, do
Yeah.
not do this with me. Or like, even like looking at the things like people post, like, oh, do you have any fun stories? Or like, what did you guys do in the 80s and stuff like that? And they'd be saying this stuff like we only have seen our phones and we've never, like, we literally like live in a box and look at a phone. Like, that's what
Yeah.
it sounds like. And I'm like,
And honestly, even if we're just looking at our phones, we still like the phone is showing us the world.
Yeah, true.
Like even if it's like through a lens, like we're still we know what outside is. We know what plants are. We know
That's such
nature.
a good point.
yeah, so I guess
actually.
if someone literally only lived in a box and looked at their phone, they would still know.
Yeah.
But like my whole, I mean, I'm still like a child, but like my whole childhood, I was outside. Like I love outside, and like
Mhm.
most of my friends do. Like we love to do plenty of things. Like I've been to the arcade and mini golfing recently. I feel like they think those are things that have like
that
gone
don't
out
exist
of style,
anymore.
you know?
Yeah.
There used to be more things to do, and the things to do were different.
Mm.
Yeah, and there are of course differences, and like of course they did different things than us in the 80s, but it's
Mhm.
like the 80s really wasn't that long ago. Like we still do plenty of stuff. But I'm always like, oh, there's nothing to do in my town, which where I live, that's kind of true. But like, just in general, like around me, I'm like, there's nothing to do. And then I start doing more things, and I'm like, wait, there actually is. Like, I went to a mini golf place the other day, and that I'd heard about, but I'd never gone to. While I was there, my friend was telling me about a different mini golf place that was like in this other town. And I was like, I just never knew these. I didn't know that there were mini golf here or there. And so I'm like, I feel like there's more to do. We just always do the same things, you know?
Mhm.
And sometimes it's hard to like, I mean, it's not hard necessarily, but like you would see the things by like driving, you know? Because if
Right.
you try to look it up, they never give you good suggestions for
I
I
some
know.
reason.
Literally.
Seriously, I hate being like things to do in my town, and then it's like go to Target.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
And so back then, it was like these things were like so popular. Everyone knew what the skating was called. Everyone knew what the arcade was called, you know?
Mhm.
And there was usually like one, it seems like.
Yeah, there were like
from my
hangout
understanding.
spots.
Yeah. And so, yeah, but then I'm like, there's got to be more to do. I'm just not doing it. But then I'm like, how do I find out? I just drive every street in
Yeah.
my state to find the thing.
It's like it's hard. Yeah, because they don't stand out because not many people know about them. So like they don't, and they're usually like small businesses, at least here, anyways.
Mhm.
So it's like they're not gonna have a big sign on the street. Like you're gonna have to like walk up and like read every single establishment's name and then look
Mhm.
up what they do because
Yeah.
sometimes you don't know what that means.
Yeah. It's fun though to
Mhm.
do things.
Yeah.
Okay. This person said later it could have only happened in the 80s stories on me, and then they started by telling the story. But like they're asking people to tell them stories, but they're like, I'll start. So
Oh, okay.
they said, here's my contribution since I'm listening to side 2 of Physical Graffiti, it brought back a memory. So I was the guy who installed all my friends' car stereos in high school. My buddy had a Mustang 2 hatchback with sheepskin seat covers that he used to hide his chew cans from his mom. Anyway, we went to 7-Eleven, probably for more skull and to talk someone into buying us a beer, and a guy in the parking lot in a van was selling car stereos out of the back.
Wow.
He
He's
made
like dropping like left and right like 80s slang.
yeah, so 80s slang selling things out of the back of your car. He made you think they were hot, but really they were just cheap as hell and labeled as 200 watts when they maybe had 10, but they looked good to us. We met him around back, and my buddy buys a stereo and EQ for 20 or 30 bucks, and I installed it. It had auto reverse. Anyway, about 2 months in, the cassette wouldn't eject anymore, and with a cassette in, you couldn't listen to the radio. So for the next year or so, we always listened to Physical Graffiti in his car. All things considered, you probably couldn't have had a better tape get stuck, since it's a double album and a nice variety of tunes, and with auto reverse, it just kept looping. Side 2 is also the punchline in Fast Times. Feed me some nostalgia.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
Like, cars. Okay, I love when, like, something that you have has, like, a little quirk that, like, there's just something wrong with it,
Mm-hmm.
but it just has become part of it and you don't ever get it fixed.
Yeah.
Like that. Like, it's just when you're in that car, you listen to that
Yeah.
side of that tape because you
Yeah.
can't do anything else.
What would you, if you guys had to get like a cassette stuck in your car, like what would you want it to be? And it can be songs from now
Today.
too. But
That's hard.
That it has to be stuck on forever. Okay, well,
At least for a year.
My car, I would probably choose Guts because my car was named after
Oh, Lacey.
that album or a song in that album. But like that album reminds me of my car
Yeah.
and like driving with the top down and stuff. So probably that one.
Yeah. I would choose. Either Folklore because of what you said, because my car's Augustine and it's named after August from that album, or probably like Short and Sweet because I feel like
That's a good one.
I like all the songs in there, and I feel like whenever I got my car and I was like starting to drive, that's like the album I listened to a lot. So
What about you?
I really don't know. I don't always just like listen to an album. You know, like I usually listen to a playlist or something.
Right.
And so I feel like that'd be really hard to choose. Because I like such like drastically different like singers.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like I'd maybe get tired if I was obviously people would get tired, but like so I don't know, it's hard to choose a specific one. I mean, I really like Hit Me Hard and Soft is a really good
That's
album.
so good.
But also I'm like sometimes that wouldn't quite be like a summer driving down the highway album, you know, because a lot of the songs are like a little more like slow and stuff. So I'm like thinking about would I want that to be my vibe all the time? I'm not quite sure. Okay, this one is a little scary and sad. But this is more like not there. It's like an event, I guess, that happened. But it says on May 18th, 1980, I was in North Idaho in the middle of the path of the Mount St. Helens ash the day it erupted. The sky turned black in mid-afternoon and it rained ash for about 15 to 20 minutes. It was everywhere. You couldn't start your car or the engine would get ruined. You couldn't see stars at night. With no vehicles on the road, stores started running out of food. After about 3 days, the roads were open again. We wore N95 masks for a couple weeks when we went outside. Even a year later, if I rubbed my finger on the ground between two tufts of grass, there would be ash on it. I captured some of the ash right after it fell and put it in a jar, which I still have.
Wow. That would be so scary to me. I would literally be crying until the days were over.
Have you heard about it, Aaron? Because you were like shaking your head yes. At some point.
Yeah, I heard about that like eruption.
Mount St. Helens.
Yeah.
Where is that?
I think I looked it up and I think it said like Washington. I'm gonna look it up right now.
I
But
think it's like one of the W states. Maybe like Wyoming.
we're looking it up.
There's a volcano?
Yeah, it's in the United States. That's
I
where it
did
happened.
not know we had volcanoes here. I'm so serious.
Anyways, a lot of volcanoes. Don't know. But we're gonna move on.
Mhm.
Not as exciting as most. But every Friday, my mom watched Dallas. Nothing special in itself, but the key is that my mom didn't want to miss the recap from the previous week. The challenge was that Dallas was preceded by The Dukes of Hazzard, a show my parents absolutely loathed to their core. Also, keep in mind, nearly all clocks back then were not synced to some master clock, so variances in actual time was pretty common. The common practice was to set your clocks a minute or two ahead of time to account for this, meaning that any show on TV may not start at the precise time according to your clocks. This is important. Each week, Mom wanted to see the Dallas recap, but wanted to avoid the last moments of the end credits to the Duke boys, which included some weird vocalizations from Roscoe Coltrane, which my mom absolutely hated with a passion. Because of the time variance, there was no guarantee you could flip to the channel for Dallas for the recap and avoid the Dukes. This became my responsibility. No, there wasn't a remote, so the kids had that job. So I did what every kid in the 4th grade would do in this situation. I flipped the channel slightly too early to ensure Mom got a solid dose of Roscoe. The best part is that she'd be super annoyed with me, but there wasn't enough time to dig into me lest she missed the Dallas recap.
Wow.
Only in the 80s.
That's hilarious.
That's something that I've definitely never considered. Like the clocks thing.
Me neither. When you said that, I was like,
Yeah.
there's like
Like that makes total sense.
in the 80s, not
But
all the
what does
clocks
that
were
even
synced.
mean?
Well,
Yeah.
because like basically it means we have the luxury of our phones are all automatically
Oh, yeah,
connected.
I guess.
Because I
but-
guess
All the clocks you had to manually do it. And you still have to do that today, but like you just look at your phone to see what time it is.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's like on a clock you just have to look at another clock in your house and
say-
hope that one's right.
Yeah, I guess a lot of times even the clocks now have variances. Like a lot of people's car clocks.
Mm.
Or I mean, some people do that on purpose. But like, just like clocks on the wall, like in my dance studio.
Yeah.
They're not the correct time.
That's actually so strange, and I've never considered that. Like
Yeah.
that. Like all like, how do you? I would be always so scared that I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Like, what if all my freaking clocks are like so off? And then
Well,
like,
I don't
I'm
think it'd be
just-
so off. I think it'd just be a few minutes.
Yeah, but like,
Well, but that's still I mean, cuz what could happen is so this clock is like a minute behind. So then I'm going to like do this clock and then by the time I am done setting this clock, now it's a minute behind. And then I move on to like later in life, I do another clock based off this clock and now this one's a minute behind. So now they're all like so now you're 3 minutes behind.
so that's why you do it 3 minutes ahead.
Exactly.
Why? What are our clocks connected to now? Like our phone
The
clocks.
master clock.
Says there's like a global hierarchical network anchored by approximately 400 atomic clocks worldwide.
Atomic clocks.
There's a bunch of people, they're all looking at one clock and they're like yelling the time every minute so that people can
Wow.
manually change it in the phone.
Is that real?
Like, yelling when it turns the next minute so people can change it. So all our phones change that time.
That was the most confusing story I've ever heard in my life, I think.
Yeah, just get a sundial and then you'll always be right.
Yep.
They should have got a sundial. And then they would have known exactly the right time.
Yeah, but he didn't
Well-
want to know the exact time. He wanted
No,
to,
I know
A lot of
to
people
rage
just
bait his mom.
are like did have sundials, I'm pretty sure. Just like in their yards.
Whoa, I want one.
Did they? Guys, I feel like our...
I just made that up.
Stop making things up, everyone.
My
Actually, Emma gets to go once and then we'll be done.
because my grandparents have a sundial
What?
Mm.
Where?
in their yard.
I've never seen it.
I'm sure you have.
It's never been pointed
You just don't know
out
what
to
it
me.
is because you're such a Gen Zer.
Yeah, I've never been outside. I'm always in my box.
Yeah.
Oh, our Gen Z is showing because why do we not know anything? We know plenty of
No,
stuff.
I don't think anybody knows how the freaking clock system works.
Yeah, we know plenty of things. Like we know
Mm-hmm.
lots of things. But we're gonna move on so we know even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A true story about two teenagers in love in 1987. A letter from 1987. Here's a true story from the 80s. Imagine we were a scene from Stranger Things. When I was female 14, I wrote a letter to my teen sweetheart, male 15. Not long after I sent it, he told me he'd received the letter and loved it. I'd written something about my favorite bands, his favorite band, and how I was writing to him instead of doing my homework. 2 or 3 weeks after that, his sister told me that his mother told her he took that letter with him everywhere. He never left the house without it. Looking back, it's such a truly sweet scene from my life.
That is so cute.
That's cute.
And then somebody, once we can find this, because I always send weirdly, asked what happened. Inquiring minds want to know everything. She said, we kept seeing each other on weekends for another year, stayed in touch for the next 5 or 6 years on and off, grew up, grew apart, moved away, moved on. He will always have a special place in the story of my life. To feel love for someone and be loved by someone, even if it's at the start of your life, can be such a beautiful experience.
Wow.
Wow. I think letters should be a lot more common.
Mm.
I know that people still write letters, obviously. It's not like nobody writes anymore, but like people should write letters more.
Yeah, I remember in quarantine we tried to be pen pals
Yeah, we did it once.
because it really just took a long time. I feel like.
It did, and we could just text each other. So
Yeah.
anyway, yeah. I love letters because then you can keep them forever.
Mm-hmm.
This next one doesn't exactly take place in the 80s. It was a response to that story that we just read. She says, my husband of almost 30 years passed. I was cleaning out his wallet and found something that literally changed everything that I thought I knew about the man I'd shared almost my entire adult life with. My husband from the get-go had always been romantic and thoughtful. Even when there wasn't much money in the early years, there were always gestures. There were times it was simply the most perfect gift at the most perfect time, or remembering obscure anniversaries like the first time we watched a sunrise together. Seriously? In flowers. He knew I preferred Gerber daisies to roses, except the red one that smelled like raspberries. I'm getting there, I promise. Back to cleaning out the wallet. In his billfold, I found a piece of well-worn paper taped together in places, obviously very old and folded and unfolded many times. On that piece of paper, my husband's horrible chicken scratch was the entire history of our relationship, all 30 years of it. It appeared that from almost day one, he had been keeping a file on me, my likes, my dislikes, my allergies, and gifts. I saw precious gifts that he had given me over the years. He had written them down when I told him how much I loved something and surprised me. Sometimes years later, I never caught on. That piece of paper was his cheat sheet to doing what he felt would be his way of making me as happy as he could. It wasn't any of the stuff that mattered. It never does. Do you know what matters? That piece of paper from his wallet. Now here I am, almost 10 years past losing him, but he left me something that more than any single thing has helped me heal and go forward. That stupid piece of paper, which I now carry in my wallet.
Wow.
That is actually so adorable.
Yeah,
I think I might explode.
that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
When I was reading this, my eyes like went forward to the word cheat, and I was really scared when I
Oh,
started
no.
reading it. And then I was like, why would he have like a cheat sheet, like people that have cheated on him with? And then I was like, no, there's no way. And then I read it and I was like, that's so sweet.
That is so cute.
That's so adorable. That's like of all the things to find in a wallet, you know, like of all the things to have from someone, it's just like all the things that they kept note of about you,
Yeah, so they had
like
like
a diary.
like
type
his
thing.
likes, her likes, her dislikes, like gifts he had given her, just like everything. Just a
So
little
you can, like-
log.
I should probably do that.
I do that a little bit. Like I have a note that has like drinks that Jake wants from certain places.
Wow.
Cute.
There's not like too much on there.
I've never even thought of doing that.
I should do that because, well, no, maybe I should do that for Carly, but not for you because your likes and dislikes changed every day.
Well, maybe it'll be interesting. It'll have like a,
Yeah, we'll
we'll
have like
figure
actual
out.
proof
Yeah,
that
for
if it
whatever
has
I
changed
say.
or not.
Okay. Thank you for riding along with us back in our time machine back to the 80s. And again, some of you will remember those times. Some of us will only read about it in our history books or in our Reddit apps.
Makes me sad that you said that.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Bye-bye, guys. See you next time.
Welcome to the 80s. I always love like catching you off guard.
That was really good.
Yeah. Here's the topic.
Here's the topic.
What's the topic?
The 80s.
Tell me all about it.
All about the 80s.
No. What? What? What do you know about the 80s?
I know that everything was legal and I'm just kidding. I don't know very much. I mean, I know what has been like portrayed like in movies and TV, which is not always a reliable source, but also that was true for somebody.
Yeah.
So like it might not have been like the norm, but like somebody did that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I know that it was like the rise of the internet started in the
Yeah.
80s.
I think, well, the internet was,
Maybe not the rise, but like the
yeah,
invention. The invention of the internet. The rise was like in the 90s.
yeah, like 90s, 2000s was the
Yeah.
internet craze.
Yeah. Let's see. I know that
Which is crazy to think about that, like, it hasn't even been here for that long.
wasn't
Like, once
invented.
we, like, invented and, like, figured out electronics and, like, stuff, like,
Mhm.
it was, like, literally torpedoed.
Yeah. I mean, because like once something is invented, I mean, figuring out more stuff that you can do with that is like relatively easy in the grand scheme of things.
It's like so I have no idea how you invent something. Like I don't understand. Like science, I think is probably my worst subject. Because like how can something just like grow from actually nothing? How does anything work? How can how can these phones like
Oh my gosh.
record what we're doing right now with nothing. Like
Okay.
nothing exists.
Entire existential crisis right now. Existential, not existential.
Existential. That's what I'm feeling.
Recording things, I have never understood. Like a record makes
No,
sense to me.
yeah.
Like
It makes
the
sense to me until I get down to it. It's like, okay,
the
yeah,
down to it
like
makes sense to me.
everything. Okay, you're not understanding. Everything
Okay.
makes sense,
Okay.
but no, it doesn't.
Right. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Because you can explain up until a point.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Because how can you explain a vibration is happening inside my body that is forming a sound that goes to your body that you can understand exactly what my vibrations are? Like our brains are
I understand. Okay. Okay.
like
Yeah.
and then like with the record like the needles going into the grooves and it's making a vibration
Mm-hmm.
which is then going into like that actually doesn't make sense to me. Like how can it go into the speaker? No.
Okay. Yeah. It is so fascinating. Things like that. Like I think physical things make sense to me. Digital things don't. I do not. I I have not found a way for that to make sense to me. Like the whole like Bluetooth is real magic.
Mm-hmm.
Bluetooth is genuine magic. I don't care what anybody says. Like I think wired things make more sense to me than
Everything
wireless.
physical makes more sense than non-physical, but like
Right.
they still don't make sense because like how are we freaking controlling? How do we know it's gonna work? And how does it work? Why does it work?
I don't know.
But let's get back to the 80s. The 80s is such a there's a word for it. There's a word for nostalgia for a time you didn't live in.
What is that word?
Because I learned about that word within these past years, and I was
Okay.
like, that's what I feel for the 80s.
Nostalgia for something you've never experienced.
Yeah. There's a specific word for that definition.
I'm not sure, but I like that word.
Uh, no, literally every single decade in the 1900s, I feel that word for.
Yeah, real. Cause like the aesthetics of it all. I
Yeah.
just
I just love the past.
real. Okay, you know what I want so bad more than anything is I want to be able to take a vacation where it's to another time period. Like I think that that is a good I think that would be a very lucrative market, you know? Like you
yeah.
just create like a town, and everybody in this town is, or like most people in this town are visitors,
Yeah.
like on vacation or like, doing whatever. And it's like an experience. And that town is like stuck in time, and all the people
Oh my
that work
gosh.
there, like all the people that work in like the stores and the places that you go, um,
Or like
they like
paid
work
actors.
at the they're actors. So like they fully are locked in that decade. Like
Yeah.
or whatever.
Like
A specific year,
as
I don't
if
know.
you're going to the Renaissance Festival, but
Right.
like
But like more, I feel
Yeah.
like. Because you get to actually like stay there
yeah, like
and like exist.
you can go into every building. You can like
Mhm.
it's an entire
And you have a
like
home.
week-long experience.
Not
And
home, but like hotel.
maybe you do have a home. Like maybe you can like choose, maybe like the whole place is like obviously the experience. And so
Right.
like you're like living another life in a
Right.
sense.
So like Airbnb, I guess you could
Yeah,
say.
so there could be like a bunch of Airbnbs within this lot,
Mm-hmm.
and like you can choose between like the house, an apartment, like
Yeah.
this mansion, this
Wow, yeah.
little apartment above the store, or like
Oh my gosh, I
something
would
like
probably
that.
choose that one. I'd go multiple times and try each one.
Yeah, literally.
Because I just think that that would be so awesome. So
Yeah,
like
because
you could also make it like a learning experience.
yeah,
Like so you could do like you could
everything is like historically accurate
yeah. Like
to
there
a
could
point, because like you don't want to like
right,
be
right.
sad there.
Yeah, like
Like
okay,
historically
okay.
accurate in the way that like it works, I think.
Yeah, like
Not necessarily like, all right, you have to go to work and you're a woman, so you have to be treated as such.
yeah, like we don't like no
You don't have, and like, yeah, there's many things that like would be terrible
That's
to
actually so
bring
true.
back, but like the things that make it nostalgic and the things that are like that aren't
things like
bringing us back in society
right. Things like
are
if
the things
the
that are accurate.
yeah. So basically it's just like a town with no internet
Hmm.
and the buildings and the clothes.
Like just imagining like a 1950s town where like there's like Ma and Pa's diner like down the
Yeah.
street, like the Airbnb you are renting has like bikes to go along with it, and like you
Ah.
just like bike down the street to the malt shop,
That's so cutie. That would be
comic
so fun.
stores, a little theater where they only play like 1950s movies.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that would be very, very
That'd be so interesting because like if you have like a TV in there
fun. Hmm.
and then it's like it would have to have like its own network. This would be like a really expensive, like really intricate thing
Yeah.
because it would have to have its own network of like cable, I guess.
Yeah, because like that would be, someone needs to make this a thing.
Yeah.
I think the most difficult part would be choosing what period of time.
Yeah. Well, that's why you have a franchise and you actually do like a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
And you could like I think that'd be so
Because I'm imagining just like living in the 1980s
cool. Mhm.
for a week, like truly as close as you can get to it.
Mhm. Oh, that would be so cool. We would like you'd like learn so much.
Mm-hmm.
Or like yeah, choosing which decade. If I could only do one, I don't know which one I would choose. Or like not even
I
decades,
think-
time periods, but like
Yeah, I think just like deep down, like I would have to choose the 80s.
yeah. I mean,
Because like the
Mhm.
80s genuinely just like sparked my like new life, basically.
yeah.
Like whenever, I don't even know what happened, like I want to say it was like Stranger Things, but like it wasn't even, I think Stranger Things helped escalate it,
Mhm.
but like I don't know what it what it is, but like I just like all of a sudden was obsessed with the 80s and then like just went down a rabbit hole and it just like infiltrated my entire life and now everything's just like better.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah.
And like it feels weird to like be so into like a time period I wasn't alive in. Like it's like weird to think about that.
Mm-hmm.
And like there's like obviously people alive, like literally my parents were like my age in the 80s.
Yeah.
And so it's like weird to be like, oh, I'm obsessed with the time that you grew up in.
Yeah. It does feel weird because it's like there's also the adults that are like, well,
Gatekeeping it.
yeah, the gatekeepers. Why?
Yeah, I don't understand people who gatekeep a time period.
Yeah. It's like I understand that
It's
I
like
don't
you,
understand how it
yeah,
was. But like,
and that's okay as long as like I only understand the timekeepers. I'm gonna call them.
whoa, timekeepers.
Yeah,
Wait,
gate.
that's so cool.
I understand those people with engaging in conversation of people who are like, I know everything about the time that I never lived.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, no, you don't.
Right.
Like, you can appreciate it and like be into that stuff and like all that stuff, but like, you don't know what it was like to live in that
Yeah.
time. When freaking Gen Alpha and Gen Beta grow up and they become like obsessed with the 20s,
Mm. Wow.
you're gonna be able to be like, yeah, I lived that.
Yeah. True. I think I would be excited.
Yeah,
Like if
me too.
someone was like,
Anytime
"Oh, I
like
really like the 20s. It was like so cool." Like that like decade. I would be like, "Wait, was it?"
like that was like yeah, I freaking grew up then. But yeah, I feel like I will be like one of those older people who is like excited to talk about when I was younger, which like people are
Mhm.
excited, but
Yeah.
like their excitement borderlines gatekeeping.
Right. Cuz they're like,
They're like, you don't know what it was like. We had this and we didn't have this, and like this
mhm.
happened, and you would never understand how this works. And like, I'm gonna use this slang that I know you're never gonna understand. I'm gonna laugh at you for not understanding it. It's like, okay, calm down. I don't understand how that's fun to like for me to come to you to be like, I'm so excited to learn about this time period
Mhm.
that you lived in, and then you're like shooting it back at me like you're not allowed to like this because you didn't live then.
Right.
So you would never understand and you aren't allowed to even experience anything I went through. And like,
You're not allowed.
what's something from the 80s that you wish was still like around and practiced and done?
Hangout spots in the
Mm.
town. Like a spot that's like that is the spot.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
There's no need for that anymore.
Yeah.
Because there was like it is fun to do that, to like have a spot like, oh yeah, like me and my friends we like meet up here
Mm-hmm.
and everyone's just here. But like before you kind of needed that to like make sure to like talk to each other.
Yeah.
It's like this is where we go. Otherwise you'd have to use the I mean there was like phones, like landlines and stuff, but like generally this is the hangout spot.
Yeah.
I think I would want that.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually something that I've always wanted.
Yeah. I think I just like really wish arcades were still around. and a thing.
Real. Arcades are not appreciated enough. Like the
Yeah.
ones that we have, because there are a few, but they're like the big ones,
Mm-hmm.
like Dave and Buster's.
But like, there's a lot of just like places that I wish never went away.
Mm.
Like arcades, skating rinks, malls.
Malls, that's a good one.
Like, I just wish that they were still the same as they were.
Yeah.
But we should do the little quiz cards.
Okay.
Wait, we got this 1980s trivia cards that I don't. No, I think I've actually. Well, yeah, obviously it's open, but like, I think like my mom got these for me like 2 years ago, I think. And then these cards is literally what sparked the idea of this series.
Wow.
And so I was like, because I don't know if she literally got these for me and she was like, you should like do these on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, oh, well, we can't just have a 1980s episode when we love all these other decades.
Right.
So then I was like, well, we have to do all the decades. And now we're in season 4 and we're finally to the 80s, which is what started it all. So this episode was the freaking spark of the everything.
Wow.
So this card will be for you.
Oh no, I'm scared.
What film depicts self-destructive boxer Jake LaMotta?
Okay, I actually don't know what that is, and I'm gonna take a guess and I'm gonna say Fight Club.
Wow. It's not right. It is Raging Bull.
I've never heard of that.
Me either. The music category?
You guys should be playing along as well at home.
Yes. Which heavy metal band had a hit? Actually, this is
I might know this.
no. Well, yes, you
okay.
actually might know this, but speaking of heavy metal, we're about to get into that with my research.
Wait, I'm excited.
Which heavy metal band had a hit with the album Justice for All? Oh, you get choices. Metallica, Megadeth, or Judas Priest.
I've only heard of one of those. No, this is awful. I'm not gonna get this. I've never heard that before. Just let me just say I've never heard of any of these ever. And then if I have heard of it, I'll tell you.
Mm-mm.
I'm just gonna say Metallica because it's the one that I know.
That's correct.
Yes.
The TV category, what brand? I think. What? Oh, yeah, probably. What brand of car did Bo and Luke drive on the Dukes of Hazzard? And then you also get choices for this one too.
Phew.
Pontiac, Ford, or Dodge?
Okay, well, like I remember that it was like blue, and I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I
what this
was
is.
like, for a second, I was like, wait, you watched this?
No. Ford.
A Dodge. 1969 Charger called the General Lee. Sports.
Wait, I couldn't tell if that was the next question or the...
No, a Dodge Charger.
Oh, okay.
A 1969 Dodge Charger.
Okay.
The sports category. What WWF wrestler was so popular that the term Hulkamania was coined for him?
Oh my gosh, I actually know this.
Really?
I think.
I know nothing about
Oh my gosh, no, wait,
freaking
this is so bad.
sports.
Because as
at
soon as
all,
you say
actually.
it, I'm gonna say like it's gonna be in my head.
I have heard of this name before, but
Oh no. Like
it's in Hulkamania. Like that word. Think of that word and
oh, it's just Hulk? Wait. Well, like I know his name. Like the full thing. Okay, just I'm not.
Hulk Hogan.
Me and my dad literally talked about him, I think.
Wow, weird.
Yeah. I'm so
Um,
upset.
what I'm assuming is the culture category.
Okay.
What was a scrunchie?
A hair tie.
Yes.
I was wearing a scrunchie yesterday.
Yeah. All right, my turn.
Your turn. What 1989 film follows the relationship between John Cusack and Lone Sky after their graduation from high school?
Gosh. Whew. I like know of so many 80s films, but like I
Mhm.
don't know them. You know what I'm saying?
You could know this, but I don't think that you do because you haven't mentioned it, and I don't know this. So.
Oh, I've never mentioned it in my life.
Maybe you have. I don't know.
Wait, have you heard of this ever?
uh,
Oh. Hmm.
not to my knowledge. Graduating from high school.
Yeah. It's like sounds like it could be such a familiar like cult classic type movie.
Mhm.
But like I don't think I'm gonna get the title.
Say anything.
Yeah, probably wouldn't have gotten that.
Did you know that existed?
Say anything, not by the title
Or by the
or the description.
were those the actors or the character names?
I'm assuming the character names.
Okay. Who was the lead rapper for Public Enemy?
Couldn't even tell you.
Guess.
I don't even know.
It's just a name.
Prince.
It's Chuck D.
Never would have guessed.
Yeah. Who did Gavin McLo? How do you say that? Who did Gavin play on The Love Boat?
Who did he play? Like his character's name?
Yep.
Love Boat. I've heard of that. I don't know a single character, so I'm just gonna say he played Jerry Stinger.
No. Captain Meryl Stubbing.
Oh,
I think this episode would be very interesting for people who grew up in the 80s because then they can laugh at how horribly we're pronouncing things and
Mm.
how much we just don't know.
they love that stuff.
Yeah, they love that.
They're the main gatekeepers.
Yeah,
They're the main timekeepers.
timekeepers. Like Spy Kids, the timekeeper.
Hmm.
Spy Kids 3? 4. I don't know. What Eastern European city hosted the 1984 Winter Olympics?
Eastern European?
I'm never gonna be able to pronounce this.
Is it like a Urania? Urania?
No. I'm gonna guess it's pronounced Sarajevo.
Interesting. I've actually never heard of that country in my life.
It's a city. I said city.
In what country?
I don't know. It just says Eastern European city.
Hmm.
What pocket-laden pants were also known as combat trousers?
Say that again?
You know what this is.
No, I was not listening.
I know, but I'm letting you know that you know what this is. What pocket-laden, I think that's how you say it, I don't know, pants were also known as combat trousers?
Cargo pants?
Yes.
Wow.
Cargo pants. The last one, I guess, is the easy one.
Yeah, well, we know most.
We know what a
about-
scrunchie is, and we know what cargo pants are.
Maybe it's. No,
Maybe it is fashion.
it's not.
Oh.
In The Empire Strikes Back, what is Han Solo frozen in?
That gray stuff.
What's it called? It's like
Cryogenic. It starts with a K.
just like one word. Sounds real. Wait, is it?
Carbonite.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Is that real?
I
Is
have
that a
no
real
idea.
thing?
I have no idea. I had to reach into the depths of my memory from when my family was talking about it.
Yeah. Okay.
I knew one.
What Norwegian rock band? What Norwegian rock group had a hit with "Take on Me"?
I know the song, but
What's the
I don't know. Is it
group?
Journey? I don't know who that is.
It's Aha.
Oh, I would have gotten there eventually. That's one that I knew.
Imagine they're like, it's pronounced A-H-A.
A-H-A. Probably.
Um. Oh my gosh, I learned about this in my 3-hour long watch of the 80s. Who shot JR on Dallas?
Is this real? Or is this a
It's a TV show that like was like one of the biggest like watches in like television history.
Henry? I
It
don't.
was Kristen Shepard, JR's sister-in-law.
Spoilers.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
evidently
know.
that like it was like season finale. JR got shot, and then like
So that was like a big thing.
the Who Done It episode, like that was the next episode, was like the most like watched television TV history
Wow.
episode
I hope they're
ever.
playing it in our town.
Yeah. Rosie Ruiz, I'm assuming, or yeah, who won the 1980 Boston Marathon in the female category, was disqualified for what reason? I also learned this. I wish I had this card.
Steroids?
No.
Oh.
She cheated. She took the subway. She only ran the last mile. And she won. And then she got disqualified and stuff because of that.
It was a marathon? I
Mhm.
did not catch that. Did you say that?
Yes, I said Boston Marathon in the
Dang
female
it.
category.
I was too distracted by the fact that I was like, oh no, it's sports.
Yeah.
Wow. That is actually legendary. I think it's so funny when people find creative ways to cheat. Like, it's so interesting. It's so smart. You shouldn't do it. But, like, I applaud you for coming up with it and
You
getting away with it
you
until you didn't.
do love finding loopholes. That's like your favorite pastime.
No.
Yes, it is. You're always like, well, it didn't specifically state to not do this. And I'm just like, okay. In what board game do you try to collect 6 pie pieces by answering trivia questions?
Trivial Pursuit?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I wish I freaking had that card.
That would have been a good card if we were on, like, a game show and, like, we were on the same team.
Yeah.
Because, like, we would have. Or just you, actually. Because you knew all of them.
I think I
Except
would have
for
had
the-
trouble with the first 2, like, because like I obviously know and heard, but like searching the brain.
Right. I don't even remember.
The Star
yeah,
Wars
the Star
question
Wars,
and
yeah.
Take on Me group.
Yes. I only know like 4 names of bands from the 80s. And so that's one of them. So I would have gotten there eventually.
Mm.
But too bad. Who directed RoboCop? I don't like when it's names.
Yeah,
Because I'm really
I
bad
don't-
at pronouncing names.
I don't even know freaking names today.
Yeah, real. Names are so hard to remember because there's so many.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I get choices?
no.
Oh,
I was about to
why do
tell
you
you.
say then?
So I was about to tell you. Thought you weren't gonna guess.
No, we always have to say
Okay.
an answer.
Guess. Take an answer.
Jonathan Jacobo.
Yes.
Knew it.
It's Paul Verhoeven.
Never would have guessed.
Okay. Who left St. Louis for LA in 1986 with nothing but her savings and her goal to be a singer? You have options.
Oh, good.
Sheryl Crow, Tori Amos, or Pat Benatar.
I'm gonna go with B.
No, it was Cheryl Crow. What does KITT stand for on Knight Rider?
KITT.
Knight as in like it's Knight Rider as in like sword fighting knights. You're only gonna get this if you don't take it seriously.
It's not a serious real thing.
It is, but you're only gonna get it if you don't take it seriously.
That doesn't make any sense.
This is from a movie, I guess. So
Well, yeah.
I'm just reminding you because I forget what the order of the categories are.
I'm gonna assume that the first letter is night
Okay.
in. Night in. No, I'm just gonna stick with in. Night in territorial training.
Whoa. No. It's Knight Industries 2000.
So where's the second T come from?
1000.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, no, right? 2000.
No.
That's why I said you're not going to get it unless you don't take it seriously because just like 2000 is so funny.
I didn't
Okay.
take it seriously, and I would have never made 2,000 two words.
True. I wouldn't either.
So
During the 80s, which two teams had the biggest rivalry in the NBA? You think it was heated rivalry?
what's the NBA?
Basketball.
Basketball. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna freaking say the only teams I know: the Lakers and the Cougars.
The Lakers is one of them, so you get half a point. And the Boston Celtics.
I wouldn't have gotten that one anyway.
Yeah, we're not keeping points, but you still get half a point for that one.
Yeah.
What U.S. volcano erupted in May of 1980?
Oh my gosh, I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah, did she say it?
Yes. Does it start with a M?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it like a woman's name?
Yes, but the woman's name is not the thing that starts with M. I guess it doesn't have to start with. It doesn't start with M. It does,
Oh,
but
because it's Mount.
yeah,
Oh, does the woman's name start with a K?
No.
Start
H.
with H. Mount Helen?
Yeah.
Mount. Oh, really?
Mount St. Helens. Yeah.
Oh, Mainz.
Oh, mates.
Okay, one more each.
Okay.
All right. Who was originally cast as Marty in Back to the Future? Eric Stoltz, George Clooney, or Brad Pitt?
Wait. I don't know. I didn't know that that was a thing. Like originally cast and then what said no?
I don't know. I guess.
Who's Brad Pitt? I'm gonna go with Eric.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alrighty. K.D. Lang claimed to be the reincarnation of what country legend?
Oh no, I don't know any country legends, let alone dead ones.
I don't think you're gonna get this one. I don't even know who this is. Like maybe. Like the name is so like
It's just a name.
cliche sounding, but like
Andrew. John.
it's Patsy Cline.
Whoa. Actually, that kind of sounds a little bit familiar.
Yeah. All right. What city was the setting for Three's Company?
Oh, that's a Three's Company. New York.
Santa Monica,
Oh, never would have guessed. Wait, where is that?
LA, like California.
Oh, okay.
All right, what defensive lineman in the NFL was nicknamed the refrigerator? This is an only name.
Yeah, this is an
Card.
awful, awful card for my finale.
Yeah.
Cornelius.
Well, you really only just be given first names.
Yeah, it's more likely that I'll get it right.
William Perry.
William Perry.
Yeah. All right, last question. What shoes did basketball star Michael Jordan introduce in 1985?
Air Jordans.
Yes.
Yes.
Got that last question.
Question. All right. What is the title of the second installment in the Mad Max series?
Mad Max takes Manhattan.
No. It's a Road Warrior.
Oh.
That is hilarious. I have no idea what the Mad Max series is, but if I did, that would probably be even funnier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What female artist had hits like Hit Me With Your Best Shot, Love is a Battlefield, and We Belong?
I don't know. Do you know her name?
Nope.
Oh.
Shoot, I did
Jessica.
mention her name earlier.
Really?
No, it was on one of the multiple choice cards. Yeah.
Start with a T.
No.
S.
No. Starts with a P.
Pat. Pat. Just Pat.
Yeah.
Pat. Patrison.
Pat Benatar.
Hmm.
What TV show set in Hawaii featured Tom Selleck as a private investigator?
Oh my gosh, this is Hawaii 5-0.
No.
What? What is it then?
Magnum PI.
I hate this place.
What #1 world ranking tennis star forced to retire in 1980 due to health issues was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom?
That was so long. Is it one of those girls?
No,
Oh, it's a man,
as far as I know.
of course. Matthew Lewis.
Arthur Ashe. Oh, you might know this. Probably. What space shuttle exploded 73 seconds after launch in 1986?
I'm so scared to get this wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's the Challenger.
Yes.
Phew.
Wow. That was like I feel like we did pretty averagely.
Yeah, most.
Like compared to how we did in past trivias. I mean, in past trivias we definitely got 0 before.
That's true.
We should have got cards like that for every
I know.
decade. Like, why didn't we freaking think of that? Hello. Welcome back to Spark News. We have many things to say.
Lots of juicy stories to talk about.
Yes. Like, it is spring almost. Spring is in 2 weeks from now. And oh my goodness, I am excited.
Yeah, I've been waiting for spring for so long.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Basically, as soon as Christmas is over, it's time for spring, and we better get the ball rolling.
Yeah, literally.
Yes. But also, we were supposed to get 6 more weeks of winter, but then, like, it was started to get warm already.
That's good. I hope it consistently just gets warmer and it
Mhm.
doesn't like we don't have another cold front.
Yeah, that would be really. This would age very poorly if we did.
Yeah.
Spring, it's just so good. I'm so excited to see everything green again and
Mhm.
all of the animals just like running around, birds everywhere.
The literal only downside to like spring and summer is bugs.
Yeah, literally forget about those guys.
They ruin everything. They ruin everything.
Yeah, seriously. I honestly, because I love outside, but then the second I remember that there's bugs out there, I'm like, immediately I want to go back inside
Yeah.
because they suck.
Bugs are actually like so terrible that they can ruin an entire experience.
Mm-hmm.
They can ruin a day. They can ruin everything that they exist upon,
Everything that they exist upon.
which is the earth. So,
Yeah. So they ruin the earth.
Yeah.
I understand that some bugs obviously have purpose, but the rest of them
Yeah, the ones
need to
that
get out.
don't, literally, why are you here?
Like the ones that are only to eat other bugs. It's like,
Like,
okay, you
who
eat other bugs that don't need to
cares?
be here.
Yeah.
Also, bugs die really fast anyway. So we don't even need bugs
There's
to eat the other bugs.
actually no point. Also, just create something else that can do what it does, or just
Yeah,
don't
like-
have the thing that it does.
Exactly.
Like they're like, oh, but this bug does this for the environment. I don't care. Change it.
Change it. Something else can do that. I
Yeah,
know that bees, they pollinate the flowers. Thank
bees
you
are
for
fine.
that.
Honestly, I don't care.
Yeah,
about
well, they don't
bees.
really attack us unless
Yeah.
we attack them first. Mosquitoes.
Bugs I'm talking about are like, yeah, mosquitoes, just like the weird
Ticks.
bugs that like literally do nothing but kill us.
Honestly, yeah, what even does a mosquito do except for spread disease?
That is it. That is
I hate
literally
them.
all it does.
Okay, petition to end all mosquitoes.
Yes.
Let's start that petition.
How-
We need to get enough signatures and then
Do you think
maybe
that's
they'll
even
leave.
possible to like? Because like
No.
we can extinct animals. Can we extinct like species of bugs?
Yes.
How?
I mean, bees were like endangered for a minute, weren't they? Or like almost endangered?
Yeah, I don't know how or why.
Yeah, I don't know either. But like I'm not like a scientist or anything, but I think mosquitoes, they like outnumber us like so much. Like it would take so long to kill all the mosquitoes because they also like reproduce like freaking all the time. So it's like they're way harder to kill off than animals, especially since like they're smaller. They're harder to find.
So awful.
Because even if there's two left, they will find each other.
Yeah.
They will. And then they'll make, like, even if they're on opposite sides of the earth, they will find each other.
Yeah.
And they will make
They'll
more
make like
mosquitoes.
100 more mosquitoes within just the two of them.
Yeah. Yeah, they freaking just do that. Literally hate, double hate mosquitoes.
I just hate every insect in the world.
Yeah.
What
Pretty-
do insects do? Because a bee isn't an insect, is it?
I literally have no idea.
A bee is definitely something else.
A bee is a bee.
If you're an insect, you are the
What?
reason the earth is horrible.
If you are an insect.
There are a few human insects.
Oh, wow. Okay. True.
There's actually a lot of human insects.
Yeah.
I'm going to change the definition of the word insect right now, right here
Okay.
on this podcast. The definition of insect is destroyer of earth.
Oh, shoot. That means everybody's an insect.
Not everyone.
True. Well,
So now whenever I'm like, you're an insect,
that's
that
the
is-
most highest insult.
you are destroyer of earth.
That's actually wild. Yeah. You are destroyer of Earth. So watch out.
Yeah.
Don't get called an insect. And
That's the newest slang that I just created.
so start that up, guys.
So there's so many artists right now that are just like pumping out some like tunes. And like left and right, you're just like, ooh, this person's new album's coming out. Oh, that next person's single's coming out. And you know who's been quite silent for some time? And I'm talking like 2 to 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And that is Olivia Rodrigo. She hasn't released any music since 2023. That
Wow.
was Guts in 2023. An awesome album. Literally ate up. And a way to think about it is like, yeah, 2023 in our minds, that's like, okay, that's just like a few years ago. Because like every year with the 20 and then 20 something, like
Mhm.
it's literally all the same. Like I don't see a difference in any of it anymore ever since we got into the 20s. But
Mm.
to think about it, in her a lot of her like lyrics, she kind of uh brings up her age in some of the songs,
Mhm.
at least of when she was writing it and stuff. And she was 19 whenever Guts was released, or at least written.
Right.
And so that also makes me 19 when it was released.
Right.
And now I am turning 22.
Wow. It's been a long time.
So
Since
it's
Guts.
been far too long since we've had an Olivia Rodrigo song or album or anything. And so I've just been waiting.
Mm.
And spring's coming up, and I feel like spring is her season
So maybe
in
she
my
will.
mind.
Maybe she will.
And there's been like hints and like rumors and talks about OR3 coming around like Riverbend.
Wow. Yeah.
So I think it's upon us. It's coming soon, but it's only been first talked about within the last month. So
Right. No, I'm so excited. I love her music. I often like I'll get like really into it and then I'll like forget about it.
mhm.
But then whenever I like hear it again, it's just like
Yeah,
magic.
I feel like her music is like so like when I hear it, it's so I don't know if nostalgic is the right word, but like
That's what I would say.
it brings a lot of memories. And I feel like not every single artist and song does that for me
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like I can listen to music and like not have an exact time and like season, an era of my life be like remembered.
Mm-hmm.
But with her music, it's like every song I'm just like I remember the exact like era of listening to this when it happened.
I just think that's so magical.
Yeah.
I love when that happens.
Yeah. She has some bangers.
Seriously, yeah.
Yeah. Like Sour and Guts are just like banger album after banger album. Like that's impressive.
So yeah. Let's hope number 3 is also a banger.
Yeah.
Probably will be. I mean,
Do you think she's gonna stick with her 4-letter theme?
yes.
Me too.
I mean, she like explicitly said that she likes that, so
Yeah.
I think she'll continue to do that until she runs out of 4-letter words.
It's gonna wow, it's gonna be a lot of albums. What do you think? What do you think the album title is gonna be? So we have Sour and we have Guts.
I literally have no idea.
Do you think she's gonna stick with like that like angsty like pop rock like
Maybe it'll be
vibe?
sort of like a transition
Mm.
album.
She's gonna like keep kind of slowly changing and
Mhm.
morphing just like Taylor Swift.
Yes, because I think I like that style of music, but I don't think that she can do that forever, you know?
Mm.
It's like when it
But
really
a
makes sense.
lot of artists do. Most artists do.
No, I do think so, but I think that I guess the
Her
way
specifically?
Yeah, like I just think that because her music is so like I'm a teenager and life is hard, you
Oh,
know?
I see. Yeah.
So it's like she's not always going to be a teenager.
Yeah, she's been kind of like riding the teenage angst train
Right.
with her songs. So maybe that's
Right.
why she's waited so long because like she's letting people kind of like she's holding on to that for a long time to let
Mhm.
it keep going
Yeah.
because her next album's gonna be like not teenage angst.
Right.
So like she wants to like because she knows that it's gonna be such a big change
Yeah.
that she's like I need to hold on so people are ready for it kind of thing.
Yeah, probably. You freaking cracked it. Yeah, because I think she can continue with the angst, but it won't be like teenage angst.
Yeah.
So it'll be different no matter what. And so I think that But maybe not. Maybe just don't see her vision
Yeah.
until it comes out, and then I will. So,
Yeah. I'm so ready for it.
what do you think the word's gonna be?
Hmm.
It has to be 4 letters. That's kind of like hard to think of.
Yeah. 4-letter word. I mean, sour and guts don't go together, but at the same time they do.
Yeah, like they're both teen angst words.
Yeah. I have no idea.
I don't know. I guess we already ran out of 4-letter words.
Yeah. She's done.
With it getting warmer, I need some shorts because it's warm outside and you
Mhm.
need some shorts in the warm weather. However, I literally am at a dilemma because none of my shorts fit me correctly. None. Okay, I have such a problem with pants. It's like the pants that I get all need to be tailored specifically to my body, or else they are just like so horrible.
Mm.
Like all of them. Like there's something wrong with each of them. But like, because it's like the waist is too big, and then I make the waist smaller, and then I can't put them on. And then that's horrible. So it's like, okay, so then don't make the waist smaller. But then they need to be like higher waisted so that like a belt would make sense, like cinching it up, or lower waisted, honestly, because if they're baggy, then that makes sense too. But
Mhm.
like I for the life of me cannot find any pants that fit me. So I'm on that journey, on a treacherous journey to the ends of the earth to find a single pair that fits me exactly how I want it to.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think I don't really have many pants that fit me exactly how I wish,
Mm.
but like I think I don't know, I think it always just depends on the day
Mm.
and how I'm feeling with the outfit because there are times where I love the way one of my pants fit me,
Yeah.
but then like the next day I could absolutely hate how it fits me. So it
Yeah.
really just depends for me.
Right. I
Like
think it's I mean, from my understanding, it's pretty common that pants don't fit exactly perfect because I mean, nobody is an exact size measurement.
Mhm.
I mean, some people are, but like if clothes are meant to fit as many people as possible, then they're not going to be perfect
Yeah.
for you. And so that's just kind of the downside, I guess, of like mass produced
Mhm.
clothing.
Yeah, we should bring back tailors.
Yeah. And like making your own clothes at home.
Yeah.
I'd try to do that. It's so hard, guys.
I feel like making your own clothes at home would set us back even further than tailors.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying.
Like
'Cause, like,
freaking Stone Age.
whoa. What? I have a bunch of clothes that like my great grandmother made.
Yeah.
So she made her own clothes at home.
Yeah.
And she's not from the Stone Age.
I know, but I'm saying the normalized
Oh,
time. Because yeah,
Okay.
people make their own clothes today
right.
and all the time, but the majority of like whenever the majority of people made their own clothes
Mm,
and whenever the majority of people went to tailors.
right. Yeah. I'll just start taking all my stuff to tailors because I don't know what I'm doing.
Good luck finding one.
Yeah, real. There are still some because like people usually tailor like their nice clothes
Yeah,
for like fancy events.
that's like literally the only time people tailor stuff, I feel like.
Yeah. But I need to get my jeans tailored. Jeans are hard to tailor
Mm.
because there's a lot of random like thread, just random places.
It's weird.
Yeah, it is. But anyway, that's all the news had for us today. Thank you for tuning in with us every Wednesday at 3 a.m. Ta-ta. Hello. Welcome to Die Cuisine. Today, We're making, what are we making? Chicken teratini. Is that how you say it?
Tetrazzini?
Tetrazzini. We're making chicken tetrazzini. I've never made this before or had it before, so this is like a really fun experience. It's actually so hard cooking things when you don't know what they're supposed to look like. And this is Erin. Okay. Let's talk. Oh yes, you. Okay. Let's talk about all the ingredients and supplies that we need. First of all, you need your chicken.
It's like I don't know which one you would say, so
We are going to be having the recipe, so just know that if you want to follow along, typically it's doubled. So we have half a pound of chicken, already cooked and already seasoned. And we have a 4th cup of frozen peas, a 4th cup of melted butter, a 4th cup of cheese. It's supposed to be cheddar cheese, but it is a blend. I don't remember how much that is. A tablespoon? Half a tablespoon of Parmesan cheese, grated Parmesan cheese. And then 3/4 cup of mozzarella cheese and 1 cup of sour cream.
it's like the most.
Yeah. Well, that's not even all. Because then we also have to do 1/4 cup of chicken broth, which we will be making ourselves here on the show. And then we have half a can, so 5 ounces of cream of chicken and 5 ounces of cream of mushroom, as well as half a pound of noodles, spaghetti noodles. And then we will have our seasonings, salt, garlic, and pepper. So that is actually the most ingredients we've had here.
Mm-hmm.
But also, we've only actually made one thing on here. Okay, and then our supplies, we have forks to shred the chicken, or however you want to shred the chicken. A spatula just for getting your stuff out, and a pot to boil your water. Okay. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Do you want to do that? Do you remember how? A 9 by 13 baking dish. Do we have like half that? I don't know what that would be. This? Yeah, we'll just do that.
Hopefully it fits it.
Now we need a large bowl. Sorry guys, you also need a large bowl.
Wow. So far, all the directions are telling us things that we didn't get out.
Here's a large bowl. In a large bowl, whisk together.
Wow.
Stop. We actually have to make the spaghetti before we do any of this because it didn't tell us to make the spaghetti.
Strange.
Because it was supposed to already be cooked, I think, at the beginning of the recipe. Because the
Oh.
chicken's supposed to already be cooked and the spaghetti's supposed to already be cooked.
Oh. So make sure you do that.
So while the water is boiling, we are going to shred our chicken. Anyway, have you had this meal before?
I think I've had it once or twice,
All right, once or twice.
but I
I've-
didn't know that it was like I mean, it's not literally just like an 80s meal, but like
Yeah.
I didn't know that my mom had made it because it was her favorite school lunch from the 80s.
That's so, like, cute. To, like, that she's, like, able to share that with, like, her family and stuff. Like, I think that's so fun.
What are some other 80s foods?
Like, other meals.
Yeah.
Or
Or even just like snacks, candies.
Yes. Well, my mom said that her mother would make tuna nuna, which is mac and cheese with tuna and peas in it. So, I've never had that though. I've had it with tuna in it.
Had that too.
I've never had peas in it.
I guess I just grew up on 80s meals anyway.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. You make what your family made.
Yeah.
I'm getting impatient. We need to make the chicken broth as well. So I'm going to boil some water for our chicken broth. Ooh, okay, so this water's boiling, so we get to add our noodles. Yay!
I love cooking, and I like say that a lot, but like I really do, and I feel like I just don't like just like most things, like I'm just like, oh, that sounds like so much work before I do it. But then whenever I'm doing it, I'm always like, this is so fun. It's like so like therapeutic, and it's like so
Yes.
like it's like something other than just like sitting down and doing nothing.
Yeah, I always feel good whenever I actually make my own food.
Yeah.
It's also just something to do.
Yeah.
Like, I understand why, like, old, like, housewives would be, like, always freaking cooking or cleaning, because what else was there to do?
They had the time.
Yeah.
I would give anything to be just like a classic 1950s housewife.
Wow. You can do that, though.
Yeah, if the right lover comes along.
You need 1/4 cup of chicken broth. Ew, this, like, chicken paste is yuck. Okay.
The chicken is shredded.
Chicken is shredded. Once these noodles boil, then we'll be ready to rock and roll. Well, I guess we can start putting both soups, the sour cream, butter, chicken broth, salt, pepper, and garlic powder in here. So like everything. I believe that this is about to taste so good, but like,
oh yeah.
This is literally, it's like, trust the process. For real.
Most food, like in its raw, like not, I guess this isn't raw necessarily, but like in its before cooking stage, it's like actually foul looking and smelling sometimes too.
Yeah. Okay, so next we're going to put our sour cream in there.
This is about to be so creamy delish.
Yeah. That's
Because
good.
there's so many creams.
So creamy delish. It's just a whisk, but you can't really whisk like creamy stuff. I mean, you can. You can actually. That's what whisks are for. Okay. Chicken broth and butter and milk. So we have our homemade chicken broth and our melted butter. Ew. This looks. Wait, let's do this right here so they can see.
Oh, right.
It like unmelted.
Like there's so many like recipes I want to look up and like just like I want to like start like a recipe collection and just like have a bunch of food that I know how to make and then like make it.
You should. Now we add our salt, our pepper, and our garlic powder. Okay, half a teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, and 1/8 teaspoon of garlic powder. Whoa, 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 whoa. Excuse me. I'm gonna go right here.
What was that?
Oh, I was singing, but you couldn't tell.
Okay. What's your favorite 80s bop?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Honestly, like, I don't know. Like, I hate saying I don't know. But, like, actually, I don't think I could choose one.
Well, then just pick one you like.
One that I like.
You see how like most of these aren't out of the water? Wait, you see how most of these are out of the water?
Yeah. I don't know. You pick.
Well, you also pick. Just pick
I
a
know, but
song that you like.
song that I like, an 80s song I like.
I feel like one that always. I like Hungry Eyes.
The problem is I don't really know like names of songs.
Well, then say like a lyric from it or something.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like it's been so long since I've listened to like just 80s that like I kind of don't know what is an 80s song.
Well, what's one that you think is?
The one that your mom listened to, is that an 80s song? The one that's like, dang it, I forgot.
The one that my mom listened to.
The one that you said that is your mom's favorite song. Was your mom's
Oh,
favorite
that's a 90s song.
song. Dang it! I like the song about something about a yo-yo.
Something about a yo-yo.
Yeah, it's like I literally can only remember the yo-yo lyric right now.
Wake Me Up Before You Go?
Yes? Is that an 80s song?
Yeah. I don't actually know if that's the title, but
Yeah, that
I think
song.
it's like Wake Me Up.
Yes, I like that song. I think
Does he
it's
talk about
fun.
a yo-yo or does
Yeah.
he just say Wake Me Up Before You Go?
Yes, and don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty. So once that's all combined, then we're gonna stir in the peas, chicken, and spaghetti. Can't really whisk it anymore,
Sure, you can.
but it doesn't say to. So the spaghetti looks very al dente. Oh. Ow!
That hurted.
Okay, and add in your noodles. Wow. And then we toss it until it's fully combined. I don't know how you're supposed to toss this. Ooh, yeah, look at this, you guys.
Delicious.
Yeah, this actually is looking so yum. Do you want to stir that? I feel like I'm having a rough time. I'm going to butter our pan.
I like peas.
Me too. These are so good.
You know, I don't think there's many green foods. Like, I feel like a lot of people, like, the stereotype is, like, green foods are, like, disgusting.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't think there's really any green foods that I won't eat.
Yes, same. Like I like green food.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, I've always been like, whenever I was like a little kid, I thought that I was like so different because I liked broccoli.
Oh, yeah.
But like actually, people don't really hate broccoli as much as they do in movies and stuff. Like it's really just a facade. Generally, I think, I'm so serious, if anyone says that they hate all vegetables or like all like green vegetables, I think they're lying. And I really mean that. You're allowed to dislike vegetables and stuff, but like I feel like if you say all vegetables, you don't like them. I feel like they all just taste different. Like you can't say, unless you just have tried every single one and you have vetoed every single one individually.
My dad's like that.
Yeah, so I don't believe him. I just don't believe people who say that they don't like all fruits or all vegetables.
My dad is one of those people, and I feel like this is honestly so 80s of him.
Yeah.
Like, he hates, like, vegetables, water, like all those, like, just, like, natural things.
Wait, I don't know if you put that in there.
Oh, okay.
I think you do, but I don't know. Pour mixture into the prepared dish and then sprinkle with the cheeses. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh, this is about to be delectable.
It's gonna be so good.
All right, now sprinkle the cheeses on top. Wow, it's so cheesy. I love cheese.
Yeah, cheese is the best.
The best. If I ever find out I'm lactose intolerant, no, I'm not.
Yeah, literally. That's why so many lactose intolerant people pretend they're not.
Yeah.
Because, like, how can you go through life without dairy?
No. Sorry, I can't.
Like,
It's like actually impossible for
in
me.
everything delicious.
It's in everything delicious. Okay, so now we're gonna cover it with foil and bake for 30 minutes, then remove the foil and bake for 15 minutes.
Wow. It's gonna be, oh my gosh, it's gonna be like crispy on top a little.
Crispy cheese is so good.
Yeah.
In the oven we go. All right, see you in 30 minutes. Did you hear that? That was the 30-minute timer. I just took this foil off and now 15 minutes more.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll see you then. This foil's not even hot. Hello, welcome back, chefs. It is time to pull it out of the oven.
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
It is time to dig in.
Finally.
How much do you want?
Whoa. This is your plate.
Ew. Why?
Literally next to you.
Is
So
this is kind of giving chicken enchiladas, but with noodles and peas. I actually don't know what's in chicken enchiladas.
So,
But like this is what chicken enchiladas look like. This part,
alright, we gotta get like,
a good everything bite.
mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Gotta get some of that
It's gonna be
crust
like
in there.
hot.
Yeah, look at that.
Steaming.
I think that's pretty good. Like, the chicken is like good.
Yeah.
That's usually always like the scariest part is the meat.
We did it. I guess I chose a good seasoned chicken. It was garlic herb.
Mm.
So, yeah, this is actually fire.
Yeah.
This is good, you guys. Okay, I do recommend this. I would make this again.
Me too.
I'm trying to see like what does it remind me of? But like honestly, I don't know. Like
Looking at it, it reminded me of what I call grandma's spaghetti,
grandma's spaghetti.
which is kind of like a, I don't even actually know what it is, but it's spaghetti with like a creamy, cheesy sauce, but there's olives in it. There's like ingredients in there that like shouldn't go together. Like you have to be in the right mood for grandma's spaghetti.
All right. Is it your grandma's spaghetti?
It's my great grandma's spaghetti.
Okay.
Maybe even
Fun.
great.
Whoa.
Because
have to
my
carry on the
grandma
tradition.
calls it grandma spaghetti. So I think it's
Ooh.
my grandma's spaghetti.
Wow. Fancy.
Yeah.
Generational spaghetti.
And it's like the like green olives, like not even the black ones. So it's
I
like,
actually don't think I've
scary.
ever had green olives.
I have because it's in there. So like looking at it, that's what it reminds me of. Tasting it, I've had this before. So like it just
I think the
tastes-
peas is reminding me of something that I don't know what, you know?
peas are always reminding me of something.
Like the like the peas in the creamy
Yeah.
cheese. Like I can't pinpoint exactly. Ooh, I like peas. They're
Me
yum.
too.
Okay, well, thank you for imagining you were a chef. And I hope that your dish was so yummy, yummy tasty. And we'll see you next time.
Are you ready for my research?
I'm ready.
Yikes.
I'm ready to learn. And I hope you guys are too.
So I did just finish like this research
So it's fresh.
like an hour ago. So I took one of your uh
Suggestions?
suggestions and I did my research on the Satanic Panic.
Ooh, I'm excited. I've heard vaguely about this. I actually don't know anything that it entails.
Mm-hmm. So going back to like the 60s, whenever like Led Zeppelin, which is like a band,
Mm-hmm.
they like released 2 albums, and the second one, uh lots of people say it was like the first heavy metal album.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Um they were also one of the first bands to be accused of devil worshipping and putting satanic messages in their music,
Wow.
which that's a big theme in
Yeah.
heavy metal.
It's a big theme, even not in heavy metal. Like, freaking
Yeah.
everyone thinks that everyone's worshiping Satan.
Yeah. But basically in the 60s is like kind of, well, it's like kind of given like the birth of like all the satanic and creepy stuff. Like the first church for Satan was like created in the 60s by Anton Levy, I believe
Okay.
sure.
That sounds familiar.
Um oh yeah, as we always do, all the research is just based off my research.
So take everything with a grain of salt
Yeah.
because we are learning as well.
Yeah, I just learned all this today. But Anton LaVey was a musician, an author, and a Satanist. And he published the Satanic Bible.
Oh, okay.
So it like had like all the rituals and like all the things in it.
Face switch up is hilarious.
But yeah. Now like kind of getting into the 70s, Black Sabbath released their first album, and rumors started to spread of them being a satanic band.
Mhm.
Classic. Oh yeah, because like their name is kind of iffy, because like it's like supposedly like stands for like the meeting of those who practice witchcraft, or like the witches' Sabbath.
Okay.
So like, but they state that their name was because it was named after the movie The Black Sabbath, which was playing in the theaters across the cafe that they were eating at.
Oh, wait, that's so cute.
But kind of like a story within like the Black Sabbath is that like there was like this woman, I'm pretty sure like she was a nurse,
Okay.
that like she was found dead, and their record was playing on her turntable.
Wait.
And it was taken to court actually, that like the music made her depressed, and so that's why she died.
Okay.
But of course in the end they like Black Sabbath was not blamed for her death because
Yeah, because it was just playing. It just happened to be the thing that was playing when
Mhm.
she died, and they were like, "That's it."
yeah, no,
That was
people,
why.
this whole entire satanic panic is literally reincarnation of the Salem witch trials.
Oh my gosh, history repeats itself. Stop letting it do that.
Like everything that was happening, I was like, this is identical to the Salem witch trials.
Wow, but they didn't kill anybody.
They just
for it?
didn't kill anyone. But like the accused, like everything being accused, everything like everyone like being terrified, everyone being scared, like all this
Girl,
like rumors and like stories that people just make up about people.
isn't that so funny? You just make up something to be scared about,
Yeah.
and then, and then they have to live with the consequences of that now.
Yeah.
Because you literally just made that up.
But the music changing wasn't like the only thing breaking like boundaries in the time, because like movies were also testing the limits, and like
Okay.
coincidentally, of course, there were like serial killers beginning their reign of terror around the United States.
Right.
Like the Zodiac killer started his murder spree in the 60s, going into the 70s, and was never caught.
That is so scary.
In 1973, The Exorcist was released, and it was known as the most terrifying movie to ever be filmed.
Did we watch that?
No.
No. We should watch that and see if that still holds up.
It does not.
I didn't think so.
There's no. But following that was also the rise of the role-playing game D&D, Dungeons and
Right.
Dragons, in 1974. But like other killers that led the scary times of this thing was like Ted Bundy, kind of like in like the 70s, the majority of the 70s, BTK, and then the Son of Sam, which was only in like 1 year. And then there's also Jeffrey Dahmer, who said he listened to Black Sabbath while planning his murders.
Okay.
But going back to Dungeons and Dragons, in 1979, a 16-year-old boy named James Dallas Edgar III
Whoa.
went missing from his dorm in Michigan State University. And the private investigator that his parents hired believed not only in foul play, but that his disappearance was related to his history of playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
And James was said to suffer from mental health issues and drug addiction, but many still believe his death. I don't remember when or how he died or when they found him,
Oh.
because I did not write that down. But lots of people believe his disappearance or death or whatever happened to him was because of the game. With all that, it's not really like that difficult to believe that people then were scared,
Mm-hmm.
because like of all these like new things showing up in their media and like things they have like never seen or heard before that are pushing boundaries that have never been crossed yet.
Mm.
Because like I mean like we were birthed and there was already heavy
Heavy Medi.
yeah, heavy metal and like rock bands and like screamo and like all that stuff. But like
Right.
these things were
They were new.
new and fresh and just created. And like um there were like literal infamous serial killers running around
Mhm.
and like loud scary music they've never heard playing before. So like I'd be scared for my children too. But moving to the 80s, heavy metal really made its mark in the 80s. So like many bands and many albums and many scared Christians.
That is something I was gonna ask. Like, would all of this be scary only from a Christian point of view? Or would they be scary anyway?
I think it started as I'm scared as a Christian. I'm gonna create stories and get everyone else scared too,
Fair
to
enough.
make them the bad guys.
Right.
But churches across like the nation held record burning parties. So where they would just like burn the vinyl records of bands. And at one of the parties there was a rocker turned pastor that said
Whoa.
he believed Satan was possessing the singers and manipulating their voices, sending backward messages to destroy the youth of America.
Wow, that's intense.
Yeah. But also some people didn't even just like burn the records. They just like smashed them with hammers because they were scared that they were gonna inhale the like demon toxins of the vinyl.
Wow.
But like going back to the backwards messaging
Mhm.
rumors that were going around. That kind of goes back to the Beatles. They had a thing around that with their song Revelation 9. Because, like, if you played that backwards, you can hear the words "Turn me on, dead man." And then
Interesting.
in the video I watched, they played that.
Yeah.
And, like, yeah, you can hear it
Does it sound like you would be able to hear it
without
without
them telling
subtitles?
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Like, obviously, like, it's not like the pronunciation isn't very good, but, like, yes, you can hear those words, like, within the mumbleness of it.
Okay.
Like, it's clear,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not like literally "turn me on, dead man."
Right. It's
It's
like
like
a little like weird.
"turn me on, dead man. Turn me on, dead man."
Wow. You should become a voice actor for reversed audio.
Yeah, someone probably is. But also Led Zeppelin, going back to them, was also accused of this in their single "Stairway to Heaven." Yeah. The messages claimed were "Master Satan, serve me, there's no escaping it, and here's to my sweet Satan." And there was also a recording of that they heard "there's no escaping it" and "here's to my sweet Satan," which it was like a, I don't know, talk show, news show that was doing it. And, like, yes, I heard literally those words,
Yeah.
but that could have been faked.
Yeah, but also I can totally see them doing that
Just
because
for
they
fun.
thought it was funny.
Yeah. But yeah, most bands and artists were upset, of course, and they basically were saying how people would pick like one sentence or lyric and make that like the whole entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
And like they were like misinterpreting the songs entirely, and like they just like don't understand what, like, they can't understand it, so like they're just gonna hate it.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
Classic.
yeah. But there was also a book that was released called Michelle Remembers that was believed to be the start of the Satanic Panic. And like basically the book is about a satanic cult survivor. But like the book was basically about Michelle.
Is it a real story book or is it
Mhm.
like
And how like she had this doctor, and like they did this treatment where like there's like obviously like I've heard of this treatment before, but like where it's like you are unlocking traumatic memories from your past and like stuff like that
okay.
that are like buried deep and like you don't remember.
Okay. Yeah.
And like that practice was like doesn't isn't like legit anymore.
Oh, okay.
So
Like it didn't actually work.
yeah, because it was like through like guided things, and so like you just can easily make stuff up on both
Mhm.
sides.
Yeah.
But basically the book was about her saying that her mother sent her to a satanic cult when she was 5, and for 14 months she was held captive and tortured and witnessed murders and mutilations, many involving babies.
Oh. But that wasn't real.
Also, that's not like truly confirmed if that's real or not. But like many other books were made after this, following like D&D and many other repressed memory stories, basically all because that following that book because it made bank. And so like a bunch more books right after that were just like, oh, this made a lot of money and they're like famous and stuff, so I'm gonna make up stories and do that.
That's horrible and awful.
Yeah. But one of the first criminal links to the panic was Ricky Kazo, also known as the Acid King. He killed his friend Gary Lawyers. Um, I don't think the research I did didn't like really like deep dive into like the story of like how he killed him or why or anything. But
Okay.
Ricky was known to have an interest in like the book, the Satanic Bible,
Okay.
and but like his friends denied he was actually interested in it and that he was just edgy. Um but he was also in a friend group that called themselves uh Knights of the Black Circle, and they were of course accused of being a cult.
Right.
But that he murdered someone,
Right.
and like he was, I'm pretty sure, just like a bad example of like everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's like just like a real story, I think. But like not even just like bands and like individual people were being like accused, like companies themselves were being accused of satanic logos and stuff, and so like they would have to like change them. And like
Wow.
many states even passed laws to like protect children from ritual abuse. The most like famous satanic panic case that ever went to trial and is also considered the longest and most expensive case in the history of the United States legal system is the McMartin preschool story, which in 1983 in Manhattan Beach, California, when Judy Johnson, the mother of her 2.5 year old son, who attended the McMartin preschool for about 10 days, she came to the detectives and told them that the owner's 25-year-old son, Ray Bucky, abused her son. Basically, her son wasn't really able to identify Ray through like photos and also like medical investigations of him show no signs of abuse. And the police searched Ray's home and found evidence to support their claim, and the evidence was literally just like a rubber ducky, a teddy bear, and a Playboy magazine. And so they arrested him based off that
Mm.
evidence. Um, and the next day after his arrest, the police chief sent out letters to 200 of the school's parents asking them to question their child to see if they have been a witness or a victim of any crime. But Judy went on to accuse Ray's mother, Peggy Bucky, um, by for her being involved in a satanic cult.
Mm.
And she claimed that Peggy took her son to a church where he was forced to watch a baby be beheaded and forced to drink blood.
But this isn't real.
Wait.
Okay.
Um Most people were like in the court were like kind of catching that she was building her case based on paranoid delusions. But that didn't stop the district attorney from pressuring the parents to send their children to a 2 hour interview with the CII, which focuses on the treatment of abused children. Um, but the children generally denied seeing or hearing anything, but basically they were like pressured into making up stories basically to get what they wanted. Um, and so like after they heard what they wanted, uh, they resulted in 384 former students at the preschool being diagnosed as being abused. And In March of 1984, a grand jury indicted in, indicted
Okay.
indicted Ray, his mother, and his sister, and Virginia McMartin, who was the founder of the preschool 30 years earlier, and 3 other teachers. And they indicted the McMartin Seven, which is what they were called, under 115 counts of abuse.
Oh my gosh.
And then 2 months later, 93 more counts were added. But basically, as time went on, they realized there was no evidence, and there was most of the stories were told or made up and like not true at all. But I'm pretty sure like later, like too much later, like they I don't know like if I don't know what the McMartin Seven like what their sentencing was.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like later it was like yeah, they didn't actually do anything. And everything was made up and they were the victims.
That is actually insane. I feel like I'm like halfway comprehending everything that you're saying.
Mm-hmm. And there's so much more, I'm assuming, to this story and
Mhm.
stuff. Because there was also like talks of like secret rooms and tunnels underground or something that these kids would be taken to. And but like they literally like um paid something. They like dug under the ground and never found any of these supposed secret tunnels or rooms.
Right.
So that's what makes it like the most expensive court
Mm.
thing because like they
Oh
spent
yeah, I
so
forgot
much
that you said
money
that.
on trying to prove something that was made up.
And all of this just because the mom was like, they're satanic.
Yeah, basically.
That's insane.
In 1985, a group of women formed the Parents Music Resource Center, or PMRC, to protect children from musical themes of like violence, drug or alcohol use, sexual themes, or the occult, which is like satanic stuff. They compiled a list of offensive songs that they called the Filthy 15, which called out most heavy metal bands, of
Mhm.
course. And that group, the PMRC, is still active today and is the reason for the parental advisory thing
Really?
on all like the albums that are uh, I guess have like those themes that they are against.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But whenever this started, many places like companies and stuff refused to sell any albums that had that label on it.
Mhm.
But most interestingly, Walmart refused to sell those records.
Wow.
But many metalheads went on uh to write like songs going against this and like saying that they're taking away their free speech and like amendment.
Mhm.
Um but basically the ending of the satanic panic was never truly ended. There was never like a truly just like end for
Mhm.
it. It just kind of like died down, but like it was like a nationwide conspiracy theory basically is what
Wow.
everyone is saying, and there was never proof of anything, and there was like everything was just made up.
That's actually crazy. They just wanted to be scared, I guess.
Yeah. But like there are still obviously people today that
Yeah.
still live in their satanic panic phase.
That must be awful.
Yeah.
Thinking that everybody is like evil.
Hmm.
But also, I heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but like I heard that like Satanists, like real Satanists, don't actually even believe in Satan for real. And it's like not as scary as it's like made out to be in like the media and stuff.
I have no idea.
But I don't actually know that.
Me neither.
But anyway, yeah, I mean that was probably a very scary time
Mhm.
to exist.
It's just like so fascinating that that's literally the Salem witch trials,
yeah.
just in the 80s. But that was all my research.
Wow. That was good.
Thanks.
I'm like you had a lot of story in there. That was a long like
Yeah, it was like a lot, but
Time.
like it like was very like choppy, I feel like.
I feel like I got sufficient information.
But anyway, this is probably where we will leave. Our time in the 80s is up. And we have to go back to the 2020s. The 80s will always hold a dear place in my heart, and I'm sure it holds a dear place in many of your hearts. And we can all be happy in the 80s in our hearts and our minds together. Amen. I had super fun talking about all the 80s stuff and like how much it means to me and the satanic panic and all that stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed it too. So thank you for watching or listening or whatever it is you're doing right now. And we will catch you on the flip side.